Welcome to Sandy City, Utah. Hey Abe, what do you think? Is Sandy City the best city to live in? I mean, he never lived here, he doesn't know. But I will tell you that Sandy City could be the best place to live in Utah. You've got almost 100,000 residents, 2,300 businesses. You're right next to the I-15. Draper City and Midville are your nearing cities. Everybody comes to the heart of Sandy because there's so much to see and so much to do. We're going to be going over the family-friendly neighborhoods, the connection of culture, the outdoor recreational activities, and you can't forget the most important part, and that is the urban development that's happening here in Sandy. We're here at Shields right now. We're going to check it out. And until then, you guys, hit that subscribe button and follow me. Guys, welcome to Shields. They literally have a Ferris wheel inside of this store. Sandy has some of the most amazing stores and shops. We're gonna go visit the Hale Center Theater, the Expo Center. We're gonna go visit the historic nature of Sandy and why living here is the most important place to live in the sense of, do you want the connection of community? Do you want the convenience of malls and pretty much anything you could think of, small restaurants, businesses. It has been thriving for years, you guys. It was established in the 1800s. We're also gonna go check out the amazing neighborhoods, but I mean, this place is amazing. They even have like the aquariums. Let's go check out the aquariums. A lot of times people just bring their kids to have fun at Shields. They've got animals hanging around here. It's not real animals, stuffed animals. But look at all the fishes in here. They even have a play area for kids to be in, plus the Ferris wheel. You guys, Sandy City is a very family-friendly area. So let's go check out some awesome places you're not gonna wanna miss by living in Utah. Sandy's still an upcoming city in the sense of conveniences and the businesses that are coming in here. As far as land mass of building homes, you're pretty much maxed out as far as wanting to get extra land. Now, there's other ways to do that by buying older land, flagship land, you know, any other sparse of lands. We're driving past a Costco right now. Sandy literally has any and every convenience you could possibly think of, from a mall to theaters to parks. There's actually 28 parks in Sandy crossing the span. Actually, sorry, I take that back. There's 32 parks in Sandy crossing the span of 28 miles. So again, Sandy crosses the landmass of 15,000 acres. It sits on the west side of the I-15 and butts up against the Wasatch Range. So people have the convenience of everything that they need from downtown shopping, fun, nightlife, then to the outdoor activities in the mountains, which is the best part, I feel like, of living in Sandy. Larry H. Miller, which we're driving past right now, is really known for being an all-star of living in Sandy in the sense of he really has helped develop Sandy in the business aspects. He's known for a lot of things. He owns a lot of buildings around here. Does he own the old Delta Center now? He owns a lot of things. I can't even think of them right now, but there's so many things that Larry H. Miller coming in, Stockton Malone, those are jazz that was a jazz player kind of thing, in owning their car dealerships. And Sandy is the hub for car dealerships, and that kind of trickles off into Draper because it's on the other side of the I-15 into those other areas as well. But if you're looking for a car, this is the place to be. Southtown Expo Mall, I grew up with it. I was born in Sandy. Welcome to the new Utah Hockey Club area. Was just announced this year that they're going to be taking over a part of the mall. Now, there's still shops inside the mall, but literally, Southtown used to be the heart of Sandy. It has continued to grow more and more. Now, if you ask somebody what the heart of Sandy is, it's kind of questionable to the individual. People could say it's the Expo Center. People could say it's the Hale Center Theater. People could say, you know, it's Brighton Ski Resorts in the Cottonwood Canyon. So it's just a matter of what people feel, what the vibe they want. You could be that person who's the outdoor person, or you could be that person who loves to shop and to have the nightlife, and you can have both of that here in Sandy. Welcome to the Hale Center Theater, also in Sandy, built by Credit Union, which you're going to see a lot of buildings built by Mountain Mud Credit Union because it's a nonprofit business. But the Hale Center shows beautiful plays. It has a circle arena of auditorium. Sit in there, you can get beautiful shows. I've been there before. It's iconic. It's actually really hard to get tickets nowadays because of how popular it is. They obviously are adding an extension in the back to try to help with the influx of people who are interested in seeing the plays here. If you look around here, you guys, we are also in a business park area. Right across the street, you have the City Hall. They have their own judicial system here in this area. The library system is set up for success. You have literally hundreds of businesses within Sandy. that range from anything from the small business to the big business. So Sandy's really the hub of a lot of businesses. People from Draper are going to come over into Sandy for their nightlife and for their fun and activities. Same way for Midville. It's just a hub of a lot of things happening here. I did say it was 2,300 businesses. I was wrong. It's 5,300 businesses. But let's go check out the areas of the Expo Center and the schools and the historic landmarks. So we're on State Street and 100 South in Sandy. The interesting about Sandy is you got the old mixed with the new, okay? And the new is like super new and the old is like really old. So we've got a pocket of a trailer park right in the heart of Sandy, right by State Street. And you get that kind of everywhere in Sandy, but you really wouldn't know it unless you're looking for it. They're hidden very, very well. Then across the street from me over here are these high-rise condos. So Sandy's really known for their single-family living. You do get larger lots, but you're going to get an older home. And we're going to drive through some of those neighborhoods so you can see what that looks like. They're getting a lot of more remodeling, beautiful old mixed with the new houses in Sandy. But people really love the old look of these Sandy homes. Back in the 90s when Sandy really began to explode with a population increase and the businesses starting to come in and the infrastructures. So the school that we're about to go visit right now is Jordan High. And it has been completely re-infrastructured. The old building is now a huge megaplex theater, and they moved the school into a different building, which is pretty crazy because my dad attended that school, and now it's in a completely different location, but it's a beautiful school. Sandy is known for having really good schools, good education, as far as the norm across Utah in itself. My sister is a teacher in this area. She talks about the infrastructures of teachers and how well knit they are. But I'm just going to drive by and show you what this school looks like. Sandy has 18 elementary schools, 6 junior highs, and 5 high schools. Is that right? Yeah, and 5 high schools. So it's huge. So if you go up on here, you're going to be able to see a beautiful view of the mountains on the range up here. Right across by this wall is a trailer park. And you get pockets of that everywhere in Sandy mixed with the businesses. Now, there's a lot of new high-rise of condos that have come in here within the last 10 years. Sandy really grew back in the 90s and started building the infrastructures of businesses. So this is Jordan High School. This school actually was rebuilt back in the 90s, and the original school is actually now a gigantic megaplex theater, which is the street over. So the infrastructures that they've done in Sandy have actually been pretty incredible to support the high population. Like I said, there's almost 100,000 people living here in Sandy within your 15,000 acres. We're not going to get out of the car. I just wanted to show you this is a huge high school, beautiful place. I've even come down here to have some public city events. Sandy's going to have a ton of events all the time for every kind of occasion that you can imagine. But I just want you to get this look right here. Look at this viewpoint that we have just up here on the hill. Now, what you're seeing is not mainly Sandy, but you definitely get the viewpoints of the whole range of what's going on in the valley here in Salt Lake. We are in the area of the Hills of Sandy. It's technically called the Hills because you've got a whole infrastructure of condos around here. The great thing about this area right here, which is just in the neighboring area of that Jordan High School we just visited, is the UTA system and the track system that's available here. Sandy has done a really good job with the infrastructures of getting bus systems around. You have access to the Front Runner and the UTA system all around. So as you can see right here, here's a bunch of high-rise condos around here. I mean, there's hundreds of them. I don't want to say hundreds, but probably close to 100 around here. You even have a cute little main street that goes down here. It's very quiet in this area, whereas just the street down below is a lot of hustle and bustle. So let's go check out more of that hustle and bustle. The Expo Center and the History Center is up next. Welcome to the Expo Center, where some people would call it the heart of Sandy. The Expo Center is actually owned by Mountain America Credit Union, just like the Health Center Theater is, and it holds tons of events with a massive space inside, from your hunting shows to your gun shows to your trailer shows to any kind of home show. They even bring in the renters seminars for if you're a landlord. They have the Festival of Trees, which is probably the most popular one here. And this thing gets packed, crammed. You have the hot tub shows. Everything that you have as a convention, we have a whole center here in Sandy, which is common for your larger cities in other states as well. You know, Vegas has got their big ones, California's got their big ones. So this is our big expo center here in Utah. So we've got the Real Stadium, which is on literally the edge of where we're at in Sandy. The Real Stadium, on the other side, you've got the Jordan Commons. So this brings in a lot of business, of infrastructure, of games, They have like fireworks shows, they have concerts there sometimes. So it's mainly just the Real Soccer Stadium, which is also on the outskirts right by the border of Midvale. So Midvale's the bordering city, and Midvale's really quaint, small, and simple, whereas Sandy has done a better infrastructure with businesses, obviously, which is why the Real Stadium's in Sandy. We're on our way to see the historic areas of Sandy, Utah, but I want you to see that you do get these fun, cute, quaint, small houses. On the other side, what you can't see is a park. So very family-oriented cities that we're having in here. What's interesting about Sandy is that you have every convenience you could have between Costco, Walmart, supermarkets, Hobby Lobby, whatever you want, plus the malls. You have these cute little main streets everywhere as well. But there's also a city within Sandy, and it's called White City, which is actually the city that I was born in, and it's actually been known as like the trash city within Sandy, but it's only where in Utah where there's a city within a city. We're also driving past the railroad. So the main railroad historically was a huge infrastructure that they did back in the day, but I want to show you this cute little building from the historical way. No, I'm gonna get out. Sandy is such a huge city now, and they have such a small, quaint museum. They're not really known for a lot of their historical things, but this building is what they have for the museum here. That bell right there was the fire station. This building originally was built in 1890 as a commercial structure for the mining. In Cottonwood Canyon, they found gold and it was gold, what else was it? Gold and silver? I think it's gold and silver in the Cottonwood Canyon. This building then turned into the infrastructure of a merchandise store from there, had a town hall dance floor on the top of it, and then also it turned into the fire station, which is now just a historical building and a historical museum. It's not open right now, so we can't go in, but if this is a place you want to visit, it's just right here. And the railroad is exactly on the other side, so I can only imagine what this place was like when it was up and running and a small, quaint town. I can't see the mountains because of the buildings, but I bet you those mountains were so beautiful back in the day from this building. I wanted to show you some older neighborhoods here in Sandy. These houses are still going for around $500,000 in Sandy though, because it's all about location, location, location. A lot of these places are starting to remodel the insides of them, revamp the areas, but you're getting backyards. So in Sandy, because in Utah County, there's a lot of new build happening right now, you're not getting a lot of land, which pushes people to say, let's get an older home so that we can get some land in these areas. So this neighborhood is an older demographic ones. We're also going to go see some ones that are closer to the mountains. But this is this old Sandy field that I grew up in. I grew up in a house just like this for 9 years of my life, and was able to have neighborhoods close by, close connectivity of kids, schools close by, parks just across the street. You're gonna get a good, nice vibe of a family feel in neighborhoods just like this. And the crime is still relatively low here in Sandy. All right, I'm driving on 1300 East, which is a main road. Sandy also has multiple hospitals in this area. If you look over here really quickly, you can see this is Alta High. Look at that beautiful view. Oh my gosh, look at this. So these have got hospitals, regional centers. I was actually born in that hospital right there. Something that's interesting about Sandy is the way that the mountains are built. You've got ledges that go down. So you can see the houses right here go up on another ledge, and the streets up here, and then it's kind of built up on the hill closer to the mountain over here. They even have the Sandy Amphitheater, which is actually very popular for outdoor music, outdoor scenery, outdoor fun little plays. There's so much culture life here in Sandy that you're gonna get it in so many different pockets of each area, and depending on what kind of lifestyle that you want to live. I'm really excited to go show you where we're gonna see Dimple Dell Regional Park. We're gonna go visit that area and show you the area around, because we are in the middle of January when we're making this video. We'll have to come back and do another video because you can see so much greenery. There's a library right there off this main road as well, and tons of grocery stores, pockets of areas everywhere. But this regional area is so beautiful, but I wanna show you the $1 million homes you can get there. So there's a wide range of prices in Sandy. So if you want like a condo, you're looking around the $300,000 range. If you're wanting a townhouse, it goes from $400,000 up to $700,000 because they are building newer townhouses in Sandy. And if you want a single family home, you're looking at $600,000 upwards to $2 million. So the range is everywhere here in Sandy depending on where you want to live. If you want to live closer to the mountain range, it's going to be more expensive. If you want to live more in the suburb area where it's down in flat area, that's the neighborhood that we were just in, which is an older home. So you do have a variety of price ranges of homes. Welcome to the hills of Sandy. Guys, rolling hills of neighborhoods around this area. Again, we're in the dead of January. We'll have to come back in the middle of the summer where you used to have a lot more lush and green happening here. But they've got snow. The rest of Utah doesn't even have snow right now. So you can see, I love these kind of neighborhoods. You're going to get the hills like you would up in Draper or up in Alpine area because it's up against the Wasatch Mountain Range, the same range that's in the area of Alpine and Draper. You're going to get very customized homes. These homes are also older homes, just like I said. They are $1 million homes, but they are older homes. So a house like this, easily $800,000 or above for something like this. You're not getting as much land, but you are maybe getting some hill, a ton of natural sagebrush throughout the entire neighborhood. This is the sandy vibe that you're going to get if you're going to look for homes. You can get newer build homes. They're in pockets everywhere within Sandy, but this is the look that you're getting. The 90s style, some of the 70s and the 90s, because that's when Sandy exploded with a ton of building and the population increase because it was so close to the airport and Salt Lake City. You're about 40 minutes from Salt Lake and you're about 40 minutes to Provo. So you're kind of in that main hub between the two big cities here in Utah. I absolutely love this area. You can get so many fun things. Look at this mountain. You are right next to the mountain. You're getting the vibe as if you're in Provo or Alpine or in Draper, but you're in Sandy, which is a very hustle bustle city. So right now we're about 10 minutes away from that hustle and bustle that we just saw, which could be the perfect area that you might want to live in. I find the architecture on these homes absolutely beautiful. I'm not necessarily a 90s fan of style, but you've got the 80s and the 90s both mixed in this. And I'm definitely driving up a hill right now. Like, we're going up and up and up. So beautiful. I can't imagine what it's like in the summer. I just love this area of the rolling hills, the ability to have so many different types of infrastructures of design and look. It's a community you're really creating here in Sandy. You have access right here to the Dimple Dell Regional Park area. We've got trails, biking, hiking. You guys, in this video, we did not even visit the Cottonwood Canyon, where you have easy access to skiing, hiking. You can go camping in there. Tons of bike trails in there. There's a little Cottonwood Canyon and there's a big Cottonwood Canyon. And Sandy is literally about 10 minutes away from the Littlewood Cotton Canyon. Anywhere you go in Utah, you're going to be next to canyons and hiking and biking. I absolutely just love this area. And that snow, that blanket of snow, you guys, looks absolutely beautiful. Everybody in Utah knows that we are known for the snow. With the Olympics coming in 2034, this is what it looks like in the middle of January. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you are interested in getting in touch with me on knowing where you should live in Utah, hit that subscribe button, that bell for notification. I have left a link down there below for you to get in touch with me. Also, my phone number is down there below. Plenty of options to get a hold of me. I would love to help you to know where you should move in Utah, because wherever you're at, your home ownership starts right here, right on my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video.